So I'm looking for the Tokyo Metropolitan building. I think that this might be it. Whatever this is though, that's huge and sick. So it's Saturday night, Sunday morning. It's like probably like 1 or 2 in the morning here in Shinjuku. I obviously missed the last train to go back to Asakusa, and so I'm stuck here till the trains start running again, lest I pay $140 for an Uber. There are people all over the place. There's a World Cup going on right now, so there's a lot of Irish people here filling up the pubs and filling up the other bars, and they're just all over the streets. It's kind of crazy. It's like a block party almost, but not really. I'm gonna get some footage of it. You guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. I'm sure that things get more crazy than they are here. I'm just not used to stuff like this in the States, so people are just standing in the middle of the road. So I just walked past this hotel. What the hell? Hotel Malta. It looks like a haunted house. I am at Ashibe Billiards. I love playing pool. I'm not that good, but I'm stranded in Shinjuku, so I'm going to play some pool. Hey guys, it's like 1 in the morning right now. I slept in really late today, so I didn't get to do much. So right now I am on a random bike journey. The streets in Tokyo, at least in Asakusa and wherever I'm at right now, are pretty bare, so it's good for riding bikes. Um, I didn't go to bed till like 9 in the morning. I spent the night in Shinjuku. Started out amazing. I saw the Godzilla head, as you guys see in the video. I missed the last train. I think I document that as well. But I decided, well, Shinjuku, there could be worse places to spend the night, so I started walking around Shinjuku. I was on the phone with my friend, and I took a couple of weird turns, and I got to like a part of the neighborhood where most of the neighborhood was it was getting kind of seedy, and guys like all around approaching me, asking me if I wanted to, get with a woman, spend the night. They were gonna help me out. So I guess they were pimps or were running like hookup clubs. I don't know. I ignored most of them, but I had all of my belongings on me, and so I decided that I was going to put my stuff in a coin locker because things were getting kind of sketchy, at least to me. In America, that's kind of sketchy, so that's kind of sketchy in America, right? So I found a coin locker, 300 yen. I put all my stuff in it. I took out a 1,000 yen or 10,000 yen just to use for the night, in case I need anything. And I started making my way towards some clubs. I remembered that used my phone at first, and there was a club called Club Science, something like that. It was 500 feet from where I used the coin locker. I didn't remember this until way later. Oh yeah, also I marked the location of the coin locker on my phone. So let that be known. I did mark the location. I didn't know until after this that the clubs were charging like up to $30 for me to get in, and I kind of figured that I wouldn't have that great of a time in there anyways because I don't drink. I'm straight edge. So I decided to look up and see if there were any pool halls, billiards, open. And so I found a pool hall, and I played pool for like 3 hours until it got close to time for the trains to start running. And then this is when everything went south. I got out of the pool hall. I navigated back to the marker that I dropped earlier on my phone, but for some reason my phone changed the location of the marker to the Godzilla Hotel, the Hotel Gracery, the Toho Cinema. The one place in Shinjuku that I could probably get to blindfolded at this point because I went back to it like 1,000 times that night. So I had no idea where my locker is, and if you've ever been to Shinjuku, you know that the streets are like a maze, and it gets really confusing really fast. I have a police officer that told me that even for Japanese, Shinjuku is kind of hard to navigate. So I had no idea where my locker is. I just started looking frantically, and I was looking for like 3 hours. I talked to police. They kept pointing me in directions. Japanese always point with like their full hand. Yeah, they go this way. That's just an odd cultural thing that I've noticed. So yeah, long story short, I went to the police. They really just pointed me in directions. They couldn't really do anything for me. And I went to 2 different police stations, Koban, police boxes, what they call here. And yeah, the second one I went to was actually outside of Shinjuku jurisdiction, so they couldn't really do much for me. But bless bless the police officer's heart, he tried to help me pretty much any way that he could. He asked me like 1,000 questions. I didn't really remember. I'm basically panicking at this point. I actually had to like stop him from asking me questions because he was asking me questions for like a good half hour, and I was just like, "Listen, man, I gotta try and find this thing because I gotta go home and go to bed." Um, Anyways, I found Club Science, and I was reminded of how close it was to me at that when I first started, and so I started walking around that area. This is like 8:30, 8:45 in the morning at this point. I'd been out all night. I'm like about to pass out. The only thing keeping me going was the adrenaline of my keys being lost and trying to find them. I'm running up and down the streets at this point, and I came across a stand or like a shop called Free Information, and I walked in, and there were just posters and posters of like host girls. By the way, at this point, I've been approached by several prostitutes, and I was starting to get a little tired of it. I'm trying to get out of Shinjuku, and I go in, and I asked the gentleman inside the free information shop. I'm thinking at this point that the only information they're giving is where I can get like the best girls to spend the night with or spend the morning with at this point. I but I asked them anyways. I pulled out my coin locker key, KK Fuji. That's the brand of lockers, and another gentleman walked in, and they immediately, kind of sold the fact that this is going to be tough. There's a lot of coin lockers in Shinjuku, and a lot of KK Fuji coin lockers in Shinjuku. But they did what even the police didn't do. They pulled out their smartphones and looked up KK Fuji and found every coin locker location in Shinjuku. And I was prepared to walk to every single one. That in itself was a breakthrough for me. I was hoping that something like that existed. But the first one they pulled up seemed familiar to me. They showed me a picture of it, and I said, that looks like the one. And it was close by. They both left their shop and led me to this exact location, waited for me to put my key in the locker and make sure that it was right, and it was. And they celebrated with me, and then they walked back to their shop. So thank you to those guys. You're probably never going to watch this video, but thank you so much for helping me out of a tight situation, looking for my locker, starving, tired, in Shinjuku. Yeah, so it was a rough morning. I got back to my hotel and slept until like 5 p.m. So I didn't get to do much today. And that's my story. And now I'm going to continue riding, and I'll film anything interesting that I see. So I found the Dragon Ball Super Gachapon machines. We're going to go in, we're going to try and get one of these, I think that's Blue Evolution Vegeta. So I'm rocking one hand here. I'm assuming it's only 100, yeah. Alright. Is there more than that? This is 500 yen. Okay, this is the one that I want. This camera work is probably awful. Who'd we get? Thank God. But now I guess I gotta put the 500 in here or you know what? No, I can just get change. Nice. Nice. Those are sick though.
We're in the arcade right now, and this is a Pokemon game. I guess you play with this Pokeball right here. And Here's some Pokemon. I have no idea who this guy is. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Wendy's first kitchen was in Tokyo, Japan. Who knew? So, there's a Statue of Liberty here too. It's not as big as ours, but kind of weird. Over here are two identical towers. So, that's kind of weird.
We are in Diver City in Odaiba, and we are approaching the Unicorn Gundam statue. Oh, this thing is so big. Holy crap.
This is kind of funny. There are a lot of young girls here, and I thought it was kind of weird. You know, there'd be a lot of girls here for Gundam. Over here, there is like a boy band signing autographs. And you can see the queue over here. I'm not going to go over there and get any video. Maybe I'll try and sneak by. I'm going to try and sneak by. But this guy is probably going to tell me to put my phone away. And I'll pretend like I'm filming these. They're directly to my right here. Right here. No idea who these guys are. But I might get one of these Gundam capsules, actually. 500 yen, but they're a pretty decent size. You put them together when you get them out. And this guy, I guess, like, if you collect all of these, you build a whole ass Gunpla. So that's pretty cool. Those look really cool. Gundam heads, Xeon heads down there. Most of these are unicorn. I can't put into words how big this guy is. He's bigger than I expected him to be. Here's one that I'd put in my house. RX-78. Oh, it's so sick. He's about, I'd say about 5 feet, 5 feet tall. I just ordered a drink here at the Gundam Cafe. It's pineapple and grape juice with whipped cream. I don't know how to tell him not to do whipped cream, but I don't really drink coffee, so I wanted to get the juice. But I might go back and get one of these Gundam crackers or cookies. I really don't know where to drink this. I guess I'll step outside with my guy right here to try this out. That's so good. I'm gonna chill on the steps over here. These cool light up steps. I don't know what they're for, but they're cool. So I'm gonna sit here and drink this. It's like $6.50. There's not really much to it, but it's really good. So I'm gonna finish drinking this. So I'm in Diver City right now in Odaiba. This is pretty much like a gigantic mall, and on the top floor up there, where I'm heading right now, I'm just walking so that I can talk for a second, is the Gundam store, the Gundam Base. So I've been into the Gundam Cafe, there's a trailer shop outside, and now I'm going to the base. So I'm going to take this escalator and come back when I'm there. Are these Gundams based on famous performers or famous people? Oh, that's actually kind of sick. These ones they appear to be wrestlers. These are perfect grade. I haven't built one yet. They're kind of... You don't really see them in the States unless you order them online. They're really expensive, but I hope to build one someday. I've always wanted this, the Wing Zero Custom in perfect grade. He's $165, so maybe. These are mega sized. I plan on leaving Japan with this guy, Mega Size RX-78. He is like $86 here, but I've seen him cheaper in Asakusa, so I'm probably going to grab him there. So I'm really dumb, and I wasted a bunch of time before going up to the Gundam base, and they actually closed like 5-10 minutes after I got in there, so I may have to come back and check it out again, but you know, there's other things to do here, so I may not be able to do that. It was kind of a long train ride. I'm gonna go see what else there is in Odaiba. It's Sunday night and I slept all day, so kind of messed my day up. It was a rough morning in Shinjuku, to say the least. I'm gonna go try to ride this thing. does not appear to be moving, or maybe it just is very slowly. I hope it is because I want to ride it. So it says on Google, who has led me wrong so many times this trip, that this closes at 10, so I have an hour. And then I should probably get on a train. So hopefully Google's right. I'm gonna ride this thing. It'll probably cost me an arm and a leg. And I'll get a view from the top. You can see from here now that it is moving very slowly. So I'm gonna get over there and I'm gonna ride this son of a bitch. Do I go through Pallet Town though? Alright, I am in the giant sky wheel, as they call it, here, and I'm on my way up. I just got on about a minute ago, so I'm ascending right now. I believe that I'm about almost as high as pretty much all the tallest buildings here. The only one that I can see is definitely taller is Tokyo Tower over right there. Wow. And then I can actually see the end of Tokyo over here because I'm basically right on the coast. So I just heard on the thing, I'm about to be 115 meters in the air. This would be a hell of a time for Godzilla to come out from over there and start whipping my ass. They said on the PA that this, in '99, this won the record for the world's highest Ferris wheel. That was 20 years ago, so I'm not sure if that record still stands, but it's definitely the highest Ferris wheel I've ever been on, and probably the highest one I'll ever go on, because I don't really care to go anywhere else besides here. But this is amazing. I'm going to turn the camera off now and enjoy this for myself. That's